Hello students, myself Sumangla Biradar. So in this video, let's see about SQL. In the last videos, we already learned about relational algebra. Now in this video, let's see about SQL. So SQL, in this, first we'll see data definitions and data types comes under in the SQL and how to specify the constraints in SQL. So SQL data definition and data types. SQL, you may have the question what actually SQL means. SQL is a structured query language, and this structured query language is used in relational data model for defining and for retrieve the information. So in the SQL, you are using the concepts as a table, row and column. Actually, you are use these terms in relation as a relation, tuple and attributes. So whereas in SQL you are using the concepts as once again table, row and column. So first see attributes of the SQL, basic attributes of the SQL and data types of the SQL here. First data type is numeric data types here. So if attribute is of numeric type, then you can take the data type as a integer numbers. That attribute may hold the integer number or float point or real numbers. So if attribute holds integer numbers, then you can take the attribute name data type as a integer, int on small int here. So now if the attribute value holds float, point or real numbers, then for that attribute you can take the data type as a float, real or double precision. Among these three, anyone you can take for the float numbers, and among these three, anyone you can take for the integer. Small int, so if you are having the small integer number. In the same way, if for the character strings, if attribute holds the characters, so based on the length of the character strings, you can take as a fixed length and varying length. Fixed length, okay, so now in the fixed length, what are the attribute values comes now? So those, number of characters for that particular, character string, it is fixed here. So for example, if I take your USN number, in the USN number for all the students, that USN number must contain the fixed 10 characters. So in that situation, yes, you can go for the type as a fixed length. So in the fixed length, you can take the data type as a char n or character n here. So n is the number of characters. How many characters you want to fix here? So that one it tells as a fixed here. So now here if you are use the fixed length, data type as a char n or character n, then in the memory also how many number of characters you have specified, no, that much of the memory is reserved here. So even if you are not enter, no, then it is filled with the null values. Whereas in the varying length here, so varying length name itself it tells. So if you are having the any of the data type which holds character strings for the attributes, then you can take as a var n, char varying n or character varying n here. So for example, if I take the name as a one attribute, so for that values whatever you enter, no, it is not fixed here. So that now name of the one person contain the 4 characters and another person may contain the 6 characters and one more person may contain the or required 8 characters. So then what happens here? So in that situation, for the that attribute type, you can take the data type as what? Var n or character char varying n or character varying n. So this is the maximum limit of the var n values here. If I take the 20 means what? So for that it holds up to the 20 characters. So it is maximum. Minimum you can take from 1 to any number. Same thing here also, maximum characters here. Okay. So now another types of the data types are bit string data type. So in this also having the fixed length and varying length. If it is having the fixed length bits, then you take the data type as a bit n, and for the varying you can use as a bit varying n here. You may have the question that is what is the difference between fixed length and varying length. One thing you remember, if you use the fixed length, then in the memory that much of the memory space is fixed. You may utilize or may not utilize, but it has to be fixed for that particular attribute. Varying length, so for example, if I take the varying length maximum n value as a 10 here, so for one attribute if it is takes the values as a only 4, remaining you can use for the further attribute values here. So that is also difference between the fixed length and the varying length. Okay. Next is you can also take the attribute. If that attribute you require the values as a true, false or null, then you can take that data type as a boolean here. Okay, attributes which values if you want true or false, then that attribute data type you can take as a boolean here. So if attributes holds date values, so for that you can take the data type as what here, date. Date is the data type for date. If you want to specify the attribute value in the form of the date, then this data type is used. So 10 positions are there in the data type. Those 10 positions are what here? Y, 4, okay. Next month, this is your year, and two characters are 2 digits as a month, and next 2 is a for the date here. So this is the 10 position here. What 10 position components contain? First 4 it tells the year, second 2 it tells the month, and last one it tells the day here. So this is the date data type. So attributes date form, if you want, then you go date. If you want in the boolean, then you go take the data type as a boolean. If it is in the form of the bit string, then you take the bit string as a data type here. Along with this, some additional attributes or data types are there, that is the timestamp data type here. So timestamp, it includes date and time here. You also know that date as a one of the data type, but along with the date, if you want the time here, then you go for the timestamp. Timestamp is what? Combination of date and time here. So it holds the minimum of 6 positions. So 6 positions are nothing but 2 specifies the hours, 2 specifies the minutes, and 2 specifies the seconds here. So 6 positions in the decimal fractions of the seconds. So it use the options as a time zone qualifier. It is optional here. Okay. So timestamp, a combination of date and time if you want to specify, then you can take as a data type as a timestamp here. Next one is one more data type, that is the interval data type here. So this interval data type is used to increment or decrement an absolute value of a date, time or timestamp. So if you are having the data types, okay, those absolute values if you want to increment or decrement, then you can go for this interval data type here. So these are the some of the data types of the attributes in SQL. In SQL, if you want to take the any attributes, so first you have to specify the name of the attributes, next you have to specify the data type here. So these are the different types of the data types, whatever you want to specify here. Is it clear now? Okay. Next is domains in SQL. So even you can use domain with a attribute specification, or it can use to change the data type for a domain that is used by numerous attributes, and it improves the schema readability. So readability of the schema also it can improve. So for example here, create domain SSN type as a char 9. So as I told, this char and 9 is what it is, fixed length of 9 characters here. So now for this SSN type you are creating as a domain here. So now actual data type for the in SQL is char 9. So in the place of that one you can take the name as a SSN type, and this is the data type is created by you here. According to your attribute specification, you can create your own domain here. And this domain it is what? So now it is the schema readability, and it is used by numerous attributes. For example, if I take your employee only, in employee also you require the SSN, and in the department also you require the SSN as a manager SSN, and also you require in the works on as a ESSN, and independent also you require as a ESSN. Same SSN you require in the multiple table. In that time, in the place of character n, you can take simply as a SSN type here, and this SSN type, what are the characters required is fixed of 9 here. So in place of this one, directly you can take as a SSN type. That is what we call as a domains in SQL. Based on the attribute specification, you can create your own data type here. Okay, if you want to change the data type of the attributes according to some specification, as it is possible. That is what we call as a domain in SQL. Is it clear now? Okay. So this is about the attributes and domains in SQL. So SQL is what? Structured query language.